What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTB Ravens Media, bringing you Ravens content every single day. If you want to stay at daily Ravens content, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And today I'm going to be uploading 2 videos. I know I said yesterday, I don't have a lot of time, but I woke up early today, a lot earlier than I normally do. And right when I woke up, the Ravens signed Michael Schofield. So I'm going to talk about that later today. I will still have the Jawan James video out. So that'll be out at my normal time, which is 5 p.m. Eastern time. But this one's going to be up as soon as possible. And basically, I'm going to go over, kind of the signing, my thoughts on it, how much of an impact it makes, and that's pretty much it. But let's talk about it right now. So Michael Schofield signed to the Ravens, and I think the coolest thing is that he's actually going to be at OTAs today, which obviously is voluntary. He's a veteran, and veterans typically, in a lot of situations, don't go to OTAs. With the Ravens, Brandon Williams, Calais Campbell, not guys that go to OTAs. But Michael Schofield is expected to participate in OTAs today, which is really cool. So he's signing, and he's instantly ready to get to work. Now, he is a guard. He's technically coming over from the Panthers. He played in 11 games last year. I believe he started 3 or maybe it was 4 games. And overall, he's not the best offensive lineman. He's played guard. He's also played tackle. He played a bit of tackle for the Chargers. He's not the best offensive lineman. He is not a guy that you would want to consistently start as an offensive lineman. However, he's a good veteran with the ability to provide great depth at the offensive line. Honestly, we as Ravens fans understand the importance of depth at the offensive line position because we don't have a lot of depth. And yes, technically we have a lot of left guards in terms of the bends. And then, we shifted Bradley Bozeman to center, and we have Makari as a backup center, and Makari is a very good backup as well as Michael Schofield, because Makari is somebody who can play anywhere on the offensive line. And Michael Schofield can play almost anywhere on the offensive line. I don't really think he could play center at all. However, he can absolutely play guard, and he's played tackle before. Now, the former teams he's played for, he obviously played with the Panthers last year. He was cut because of cap reasons, but the years before that, he played with the Chargers for a couple of seasons, and there he played both tackle and he played guard. But he started a fair amount of games for them, and he's made 69 starts in his career, and that's out of 87 games played. So he's been around the league, and he was drafted, and he's 30 years old. But he was in the Super Bowl for the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 50, which I believe is the Super Bowl that they lost to the Seahawks. I'm pretty sure that is. But he played 15 games in L.A., which is where he made, or I believe back then it was San Diego. But he made 5 starts at right tackle, which I brought up earlier, and he made a contract extension with the Chargers and was able to play a couple of years there as their guard. But if you look at his PFF grades, they're not good at all. And like I said, he's not going to be a guy that you want to be starting. I will talk about the Jawan James signing later today. It'll be probably a much longer video because I think the signing is more impactful. But overall, you're looking at Michael Schofield's PFF. Last year, he was graded a 50.3. He allowed 4 sacks. And remember, he only played in, I believe, 11 games last year and only started 3. The year before that in San Diego or LA, whatever you want to call the Chargers, he had a 63.6. The year before that, he had a 63.9. The year before that, he had a 57. He's not a player that we're going to expect to get and just absolutely dominate on the field. No, he's going to come in and he's going to be depth. You don't want him to start, but he could be absolutely good depth as a veteran offensive lineman that the Ravens can use because we don't have a ton of depth. We didn't really draft much depth in the offensive line in recent years. The Ravens have been seemingly drafting a lot of tackles in the draft. We didn't do that this year. We only drafted 1 offensive lineman in Ben Cleveland, Big Sexy. But overall, I think this is a really solid signing, and the numbers haven't been released. I'm expecting this is a very, very cheap deal. I'm expecting in the $3 million range, veteran minimum type deal. because he's most likely not going to start, and I expect it probably to be a 1-year deal. It could be a 2-year deal. However, I think the Ravens are just wanting to see what he can do as a backup for them, how he fits in the Greg Roman system, because not every offensive lineman can play in the Greg Roman system. So that's something that you need to test out. And that's why I'm really happy he's going to OTAs. But overall, that's kind of it for this video. There's not a lot of information out there on Michael Schofield. However, I just felt like it was interesting enough. It was an intriguing enough signing to where he could definitely make the team, that I feel like it was worth talking about. But obviously today it's going to be much more positive. I know y'all probably don't like it as much, when I make videos that are critical of Ravens players like I did about the Gus Edwards one, but I'm going to voice my opinion in every situation. And, in today's videos, they're going to be very positive. So I really like this Michael Schofield signing. Solid depth piece. Whether or not he's the greatest offensive lineman of all time, he's definitely not, but it's going to be a good depth piece. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Subscribe for daily Ravens content. Turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload the next video later today. But I will see all of you again then.